What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So today we're jumping into a game called Epimutation, and this was another game that I found that was free on Steam. And the description is, 399 days ago, the world ended. And Epimutation is a horror visual novel that follows 7 survivors as they attempt to navigate life in the apocalypse. So it sounds very, very interesting to me, and we're going to go ahead and start a new game. Another day, another dud. That lead was a wild goose chase. At least I'm finally home. My one bed, 500 square foot apartment for one 5'7" person. I decide to pick up the remote and turn on the TV, so there's some sound other than my internal monologue. Good evening, and welcome back to our exclusive coverage of the recent viral outbreak near... Doctors claim that the infection is unlike anything they've seen, and the search for an effective treatment continues. I like the art style. As cases of the virus continue to spread, the United States has declared a nationwide emergency. Citizens are instructed to stay in their homes and quarantine. Infected have reportedly been known to exhibit hostile behavior along with rapid morphological changes. The government also encourages people to lock and barricade their doors as well. Pandemonium has overtaken the country. Why am I here? I need to go home. They could be here any minute. Oh, what was that? You saw the broadcast. You saw what happened to me. You saw what happened to everyone. The elderly couple who lived next to you didn't have a prayer. You saw one of them bisect the man delivering the mail. You trampled the receptionist's head on your way out of the lobby. Nothing. There's nothing left. There's nothing there, Spencer. It's only a matter of time. You will... die. Fuck. I can feel my heartbeat hammering violently against my palm. Every breath I take is a struggle as I attempt to study them. Another one. They never get easier. Spencer? Are you awake? Shit, the others. I quickly pull myself together. I've gotten really good at it. I'm sorry, did we wake you up? No. When did you guys get back? Just now, actually. Did anything happen? No, thank God. Here, this is what we found. Luca and Valentina opened their bags. Inside are some rations, a water bottle, and bandages. Not a bad haul. Where did you find this stuff? A man. At least what was left of him. The room went silent for a moment. You did well. It would have been wasteful to leave it there. Amber takes the bandages from them and starts to restock the shelves we have along the wall. Val, your leg. What? Oh, that. Just a scratch. Brushed up against a branch too hard. Nia takes one of the medkits from the shelf and sits with her on the side of one of the beds. Come here. Valentina does as she says. It's routine by now. Kazuki joins after a moment, swallowing. Need an extra hand? That would be wonderful, thank you. Hey, you should get checked out too. I don't need to. I wasn't injured. It never hurts to check. But it would be a waste of time. Luca. Anthony. I suppose I should make myself useful. I could use a distraction too. Okay, so I can talk to Nia and Valentina and Kazuki, talk to Anthony and Luca, or talk to Amber. Alright, so let's talk to Amber since she didn't talk much during this whole exchange. Hey, need some help? No. I'm already beginning to regret this choice. Amber puts another bottle on the shelf. 3, 4, 5... You know, counting out loud to yourself is kind of annoying. Hovering over people's shoulders when they didn't ask for your assistance is also pretty annoying. Well, unfortunately for you, you are not my boss. I'm pretty sure he's long gone, actually. Amber just rolls her eyes and grumbles under her breath. I would count it if I went to. It's my shelter. I think you mean our shelter. My shelter. I found it first. But you didn't build it now, did you? If you aren't going to help, then go away. Oh, so you do want my help. Amber realizes her Freudian slip, but it's too late. Fine, just undo this bag. Amber tosses it to me, and I start to place the items on the shelves. Alright, all set. Amber looks over at my part of the shelf. You put this in the wrong spot. She slides one of the soup cans about 4 inches to the right. Well, that seems to be all of it for now. What? No, you haven't alphabetized the shelves yet. Screw you. I mockingly make a heart with my hands as I leave the arena. Or leave the area. It is so funny. Oh my goodness. I couldn't be trapped in like this kind of situation with somebody like that who has to organize the shelves, because really, you know, you're trying to survive. Who gives a crap if it's like four inches off? I mean, who even cares? All right, let's talk to Nia, Valentina, and Kazuki. How does it look, Nia? It's a large cup, deep too. I'll bandage it to keep it clean. You can walk on it, but you shouldn't run, or it could reopen. Other than that, it shouldn't be an issue. Kazuki lets out an audible sigh of relief. You underestimate me, Kaz. It'll take more than a scratch to take me down. Yeah, you're right. Am I interpreting something? The trio looks up at me, clearly not having noticed I was there. Oh, Spencer. I think I said interpreting. It's interrupting. I apparently cannot read today. Oh, Spencer, no, not at all. The nurse just gave me the news. The tree branch scratch is not fatal. I snort. Ah, yes. What would we do without her? Oh, stop. You give me too much credit. Not at all. You got all the way through nursing school. You're incredible, Nia. Aye, watch out. No, that's not... Calm down. I'm just messing with you. Come on, Kazuki. You should know better than to hit on someone's girlfriend. I wasn't. Defeated, Kazuki groans as he buries his face in his hands. Spencer, do you need me to take a look at you? Huh? Why would I... Oh, that. Damn it, what do I say? Maybe later? Nope, everything's fine. We'll just say maybe later. Later? Why not now? If they want to come later, they can come later. She gave me a brief but understanding look. Thanks, Nia. Anywho, I'll leave you guys to it. Alright. Take care, Spencer. Okay, so now we're going to talk to Anthony and Luca. Sure enough, they're still bickering. Are they related? I mean, they slightly look alike, but I don't know. You're being ridiculous. I'm literally fine. You said that after you fell off your bike, too, and then we found out you lost a tooth. I was 8, Anthony. And give me one good reason you shouldn't go. Because I don't want to waste Nia's time. You know, like a considerate person, which you aren't being right now. Oh, come on. What else? I missed that. Okay, let's go to history. I clicked. Consider. Oh, come on. What else are we going to do in here? Okay, I can't listen to this anymore. I have to step in. Luca, you should get checked out. Anthony, if he says he's fine, he's fine. Better safe than sorry. He could also be hiding something. You never know, because some people do that. You know, it sounds slightly zombie apocalypse, so a lot of people won't tell you when they get bit because they don't want to get cast out from the group. So I would say he needs to be checked over. Well, Spencer, really? Exactly. Spencer sees reason. I just think it's better to be safe than sorry, Luca. Yeah, see? Fine, but I'm taking a nap first. Luca walks off, climbing to the top bunk of one of the beds. He lays down in it, pulling the covers over him. It's for his own good, you know. Maybe, but he clearly isn't happy about it. He'll get over it. Ow. Don't look at me like that. You don't know him like I do. If making Luca a little pissed at me is what I have to do to make sure he's not hurt, then so be it. If you say so. A few hours pass and everyone eventually gathers for dinner. At least, that's what we call it. It's more like the one meal a day we have. It's taken a while to get used to that. There's a lot of things I had to get used to. But it's not so bad. We're safe in here. And none of these people seem to be axe murderers. Even if I have my doubts about Amber. Hey, Luca, did you finish that book yet? Which one? Oh, the one we found a few days ago. Yeah, The Great Gatsby. He told me he wanted to give it a read. I did finish it. It was sad. I catch a glimpse of Amber rolling her eyes. There's a grunt as Anthony steps on her foot. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't like it. I'll try and find another one in the next outing then. I can't believe I found a hairbrush recently, too. It's not an essential, but I do have to agree. Anthony and I found some playing cards pinned under a rock. It's a whole deck, but we might be able to play something with them. Oh, like a game night. That seems fun. Sure, but don't get your hopes up, Luca. You know how your luck is. I'll just need to find a 4-leaf clover or something on the next outing then. Speaking of expeditions, can I go tomorrow? You'll have to run it by Spencer. Ah, right. We agreed a few days ago that I got the final say on those. 2 of us go out every day to try and find supplies, and for a while there weren't any issues. But fights started breaking out over who went with who, so we decided to delegate someone to assign pairs instead. Kazuki and I are the most neutral parties here, and Kazuki didn't want the responsibility. Actually, I'd like to go with Spencer if that's alright. Huh? Me? That's a bit odd. Kazuki and I have never been particularly close, but I don't see a reason to refuse, so... Yeah, sure, let's do it. Thank you, Uh-oh. Nobody dared to breathe. This has happened before. We all know it's on the other side of that door. We just have to be silent. That's what makes them give up. It'll go away. It always goes away. The power comes back on. The noises stopped a few minutes ago. I think we should call it a night. Everyone nods weakly in agreement. I slowly climb into my bed, the sobering reminder of her situation still ringing in my ears. Yeah, I'm not sleeping well this time either. Okay, day 399. Do you have everything you need? Yes, Amber. Did you check the batteries in your flashlight? Yes, Amber. Did you check your bag for tears? Yes, boss. Did you... Hey. What? I didn't say anything. Amber glares at me before turning away, muttering profanities under her breath. I turn to my companion, adjusting the strap of my bag. Alright, I'm ready, Kazuki. Me too. He tries to hide it, but I've noticed how his hands always shake when he leaves the shelter. I push open the heavy metal door. The sound always reminds me of the wail of a mourner. Kazuki and I venture out into the woods. We keep track of the route. The last thing we need is to get lost. It's safer at night. We found it's harder for them to spot us in the dark. Ugh, I would hate to travel at night. Even if it's harder for us to spot them, too. There's no windows in the shelter, so it's easy to sleep during the day. We're all basically nocturnal. I let Kazuki lead the way, since he's the one who wanted to go out. Speaking of, where are we going? Why did you want to go with me? Let's go, why did you want to go with me? Do you promise not to laugh at me? We both know I can't do that, Kaz. Okay. I'll do my best. It's because you're new. New? I heard from Amber that you haven't been with the shelter very long, and that you were the newest person until I came along. I mean, yeah, that's true. You got here on day 8. Day 8? Yeah, look. I slipped something out of my bag showing it to Kazuki. Your journal? It's how I've been able to keep track of time. See? It's day 20 since I found the shelter, and day 399 since I started keeping track. Wow. I keep some of the other pages tightly pressed together. He doesn't need to know that I keep notes on everyone in there too. He seems to pick up on the pace of his walk, a flicker of determination in his expression. We stop at a certain spot, but all these woods look the same. Kazuki seems to know where we are, though. He starts looking around the area. I guess I should do the same. Tutorial. Searching and inventory. Click on a highlighted object to search it. Any items collected will be added to the inventory. To access the inventory, open the journal menu in the bottom right corner. Items you collect over the course of the story may be used later. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, I used to love these as a kid. You throw them and they make a popping sound on impact. That could be something that's good for distraction. They always say something spooky is hidden in the bushes. Oh no, the horror. It's a funny looking twig. I miss when there were people around to laugh at my jokes. I look behind the rocks for anything useful. I find a can of food, thankfully, but then something shiny catches my eye. A mirror, one of those little compact ones. I slip it in my bag. Cosmetic things are a rare find. Okay, so let's look at... So we have profiles. Is it only his profile? I'm assuming we might play as everybody at some point. Doesn't look like we can turn any pages or, oh, there we go. Yeah, we can. Okay. So let's take a look. So we have Spencer, 26, they, them, a former occupation investigative journalist, likes writing, caffeine, bad movies, dislikes parties, traffic, chihuahuas. How do you, I mean, I get the yappiness, but how do you dislike a chihuahua? Biggest fear, cockroaches. Threat level, unstoppable. Notes, the coolest, hottest person here. If anyone else is reading this, count your days for snooping through my stuff. Okay, we have Amber, 27. Her former occupation, financial analyst. Explains a lot about her. Likes organizing, giving orders, not much else. Dislikes chaos, spiders, me. Biggest fear, question mark. Threat level, possible axe murder. Notes, first to find the shelter, she claims ownership of it. Reminds me of my old boss if he was a pretty girl instead of a balding middle-aged smoker. Nia, 28, her former occupation, nurse. I was going to say she's probably a medical professional with how well she did with taking care of, I want to say Victoria, but it's Valentina. There it is. It's right there. Okay. Likes reading, treating others, plants, dislikes aggression, the dark, and hippos. If she dislikes the dark, does she ever leave the place? Biggest fear, witnessing death. Threat level, low, but may give a good slap. Notes, as the medic, she's pivotal to her survival. Dating Valentina, they are a package deal. Valentina, 29, her former occupation, athlete, track, likes jewelry, reality TV, and parkour. Dislikes bullies, hospitals, country music. Biggest fear, losing those she loves. Threat level, high. She could kick my ass. Notes, our best runner when she isn't getting herself injured. Dating Nia, sickeningly affectionate. Anthony, 26, him, former occupation, college student, likes hats, hunting, picking fights, dislikes snoring, indecisiveness, and ketchup. I mean, that must be awful being stuck in a shelter. Biggest fear, problem showing emotions, threat level, most formidable man here. Notes, Luca's best friend and the only person here Anthony seems to tolerate. Okay, so they're friends. All right. Overall, a rather unpleasant person who is unfortunately often correct about things. Luca, 26, him, occupation mechanic, likes his home pets combination wrenches, dislikes loud noises, pessimism, and snakes. Biggest fear, being alone. Threat level, low. Just look out for the tools. Notes, always looks on the bright side of things, even if there isn't one. Clutches his pillow to his chest in his sleep. Kazuki's 27, him, former occupation unknown. Likes the quiet thrifting and horror movies. Dislikes going outside, parties, and bees. Okay, once again, going outside, not sure how you're going to make it. Biggest fear, blood. Threat level on par with the kitten. Notes, the newest member of the shelter, rather shy at first, often offers to help, even if he's not very good at it. Sorry. I mean, but it's the thought, the thought that counts. Compact mirror, Amber would probably love this with how self-absorbed she is. Tiny poppers that make a bang noise when they hit something. I used to play with these. And my most prized possession, one of the only remnants of normalcy I have left, is the journal. Okay. This is a pretty good haul. I'm about to leave, a slight gust of wind blowing by, but then I hear rustling sound in the breeze. Huh? Curious, I investigate. What is this? Paper? But there's something written on it. Is this a scientist? He seems to know something about the virus. This could come in handy. I'm not sure if it's going to let me actually read it. So I'll try to read it here, because sometimes they put stuff like this on the screen and then it comes off. So it says 9/12/20, we don't know when. Dr. Victor Kahn. What has he done? I can only ponder this question over and over as I sit in here in what remains of our lab. My only possessions are my lab notebook and pen. He has escaped, but I hear the agonized scream of the others. I do not know how long this door will hold. They are monsters. It is hardly fair to call them humans anymore. They are drawn to the sound of having demolished most of the machines in the lab with such ease. Their claws are like, it's hard to see because of the black, are like razor blades. Their strength is, I can't read that, so hopefully it'll let us see that bottom part. I have so many things I wish to say, and I do not know how much time I have to say it. The only reason I have invaded their notice is due to their mutated psychology. Or physiology. Due to their newfound height, their line of sight is for higher than a normal human's. They can see tall things, but seemingly struggle to look down. I took refuge under one of the desks, but that horrible snapping sound echoes in my ears, following them wherever they go. I do not know who will find this notebook, or if it will even be found. But if you do, I pray, save those of us who can be saved. My only comfort is in the knowledge that and then it cuts off there. Okay, tutorial notebook pages. Okay, so we might be able to read these. You can access the notebook pages in the journal menu. Reading them will allow you to make informed decisions in the story. Oh, okay. And then Kazuki, I kind of clicked it, said Spencer. Okay, so their claws are like razor blades. Their strength is uncanny, and their eyes, oh god, their eyes. Okay, so we do know that we can hide from them if we stay low, but they're drawn to sounds. So that's where those popping things are going to come in handy, I have a feeling. Shit, I almost completely forgot about Kazuki. I quickly stuffed the paper into my pocket. I guess I'll have to finish reading them later. Over here. Did you find what you were looking for? Yes, Snap. Uh-oh. Kazuki and I go still. Snapping. That's what the notebook page said was... It's getting closer. Kazuki's looking for me, at me for answers. It's easy to see the terror in his eyes. I quickly glance around. None of these rocks are big enough to conceal us, but maybe we could climb a tree. Or we could just make a break for it while we have some distance between us. Okay, so this I don't know if running would be good. But climbing a tree might be a problem. Because the doctor did say they can see tall. Apparently they have some kind of height, huge height over humans. So due to their newfound height, their line of sight is far higher than a normal humans. They see tall things, but seemingly struggle to look down. So I took refuge under one of the desks, but that horrible snapping sound echoes in my ears, following them wherever they go. I do not know who will find this notebook, or if it even be found, but if you do, I pray those. Okay, so I feel like running might be a good idea. Because I don't think climbing a tree, if that's where they're going to climb, we don't know exactly how much taller these things are than humans. Average human male is usually about 6 foot range, maybe a little bit higher, maybe 5'11". So they would have to be they'd have to be taller than that. So I'm thinking maybe 7 to 8 feet, maybe 9 feet. They might see us in a tree. It also depends on what types of trees were around as well. I mean, these don't look very tall compared to the characters. So I don't know if I should run. I feel like running would probably actually be the bad idea, and maybe I should hide. Let's see, none of these rocks are big enough to conceal us, but maybe we could climb a tree, or we could just make a break for it. We're gonna run. Run. Kazuki looks at me like I've lost my mind, but it's our best shot, and I don't intend to waste any more time. I grab his arm, yanking him with me as we take off. We'll find out if that was a good idea or not. Yeah. Our footsteps make a fair amount of noise, but I don't have time to look back. I can only pray that Kazuki is a good runner, too. Spencer! Shit. I don't even need to turn around. I know what I'll see. He fell, and I have to... You're gonna go back. Okay, no man left behind. We went back for Kazuki during the mutant chase. Okay, so that was an achievement. I can't leave him there. I can't. With a curse on my breath, I turn on my heel and bolt back in his direction. Sure enough, he's scrambling to stand up, and behind him, I catch a glimpse of it. Oh my god! What the fuck is that thing? Spencer! I snap back to reality and hoist Kazuki up with what little physical strength I have. Run now. Express your underlining gratitude to me later. We bolt as quickly as we can back to the bunker. The snapping does not slow, but we're faster. I throw the door open and shove Kazuki inside before slamming it shut. Behind us, startling everyone in the bunker. Now, I do want to point out, when they showed the creature, okay, with the backdrop, now, that doesn't mean the trees are that low, but that creature's head was, like, up where the branches were that we could have sat in to hide. So I think running was actually the best choice. I wait, but the snaps do not follow. What happened out there? One of them found us. Kazuki, you're bleeding. Huh? I look, and sure enough, there's a pretty bad gash on his leg. That's probably why he fell. Let Nia examine you. Is that really necessary? I'm fine. It's not up for debate. Do it now. Okay. It's not really my business, but I can't help but eavesdrop on their conversation. Force of habit, I suppose. These gashes are deep. What did this? When I fell, I tripped over some sharp rocks. They cut me pretty bad. I see. Nia goes quiet as she begins to bandage him up. Hey, Nia? He lowers his voice. I have to strain to make out what they're saying. How do you think the virus spreads? I don't know. Nobody does for certain, remember? The world fell apart before there was a public consensus on how it worked. And since I thankfully never experienced it firsthand, I really have no idea. Oh, I just thought maybe since you were a nurse. You don't think it's like in the movies, do you? This entire situation is like something out of a horror movie. But regardless, I cannot say for certain. I'm sorry. Kazuki swallows and the rest of the examination is conducted in silence. What did he want to go out for? Huh? Kazuki, he's never once asked to leave the shelter. I'd assumed he was terrified of it, actually. Yet all of a sudden he's volunteering. So what did he want to go out there to do? I don't know. He didn't get to tell me before the monster showed up. Did you at least get any supplies? Oh, yeah, I found a can. Good. Then this whole thing wasn't completely useless. Put it on the shelf. Yes, ma'am. Amber flips me off, but turns away. We spent the next few hours in comfortable silence. I catch a glimpse of Amber counting the supplies again. Nia's cuddling with Valentina on her bed as they mumble a conversation to each other. Anthony's on his bed napping and Luca's reading in his. Hey, Spencer? Kaz, what's up? I wanted to thank you for coming back. I know it was probably more logical to leave me behind, but you didn't. I'll remember that. I want to show you something. Kazuki glances around, ensuring no one is paying attention to us, before he reaches into his bag and pulls out. You risked your life for a sketch pad? I know it sounds silly. That's why I didn't tell anyone. But you're always writing in that journal, so I thought maybe you'd understand. He's not wrong. My journal is my most prized possession. It's like a friend whom I can confide anything to. Someone I can trust unconditionally to keep my secrets. It's one of the only things that's kept me sane all this time. But why a sketch pad? Are you a writer? Kazuki shakes his head. He opens it and shows me. Yeah, I was going to say, why would you ask if somebody was a writer with a sketch pad? You're an artist? Yes, I was, before everything. You're a good one. I wasn't expecting him to look up when I said that. I just mentioned it because it's true. But his eyes were wide as if I had just struck him. Did I say something wrong? No, Thank you. That means more to me than you realize. There's a joke there about being the saddest thing I've ever heard, but I refrain from making it. Instead, I just give a curt little nod. Maybe one day I'll tell you more about it. I think I'd like that. Kazuki smiles at me as he walks off to bed. I know my decision to go back for him was risky, but I can't bring myself to regret it. I guess it's time for bed. Maybe after the adrenaline high, I'll rest better. Maybe. Okay, day 400. I rub up my eyes, still a bit sleepy. Luca? How was your examination? Fine, I wasn't injured. Good. Oh, come on. You can't give me the cold shoulder forever. I'm going to the bathroom. Anthony groans before looking around the bunker. I'm scribbling in my journal, acting like I wasn't eavesdropping. But when I look up, I catch Anthony staring at me. Nothing is exactly subtle about it. If you want to stare, you can just ask. What? I smirk, raising a teasing brow. Stop. Aw, you're not even a little into me? No. Damn. I'm just messing with him. But still, brutal. Fine. What do you want? Well, now I'm not sure I want to ask. Come on, don't be like that. Tell me. I want to talk. Congrats, mission accomplished. Never mind, this was a mistake. No, come back. That was the last one, promise. Anthony scowls at me, not undeserved. Meet me just outside the bunker, sunrise. Can we not just talk about it now? No. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. But I guess I've been a bit of an ass to him during this conversation. And if he was going to attack me or something, doing it right outside the shelter is not the ideal location. Fine, I'll be there. Good. With that settled, I turn my thoughts to the day's duties. Everyone's glancing at me expectantly. Tutorial. Assigning expeditions. Some days you'll be in charge of assigning which characters go out to gather supplies. This decision will determine who you'll be able to spend your time with. If you venture into the forest with someone, you'll find an item to talk about, but this will only happen the first time you go out together. Keep in mind, you cannot send someone outside 2 days in a row. You might want to keep yourself in the same location as the person you want to talk to. Okay, so the first person leaving... Well, I mean, they went out, and he's gone out. So let's send him out, and we'll send Nia out. Okay, I'm going to talk with... Okay, let's talk with Amber. She's always fun. Hey, Ams. What do you want? To talk? Is that a crime? Unfortunately, no. Was it you... what is it you wish to discuss? I was just wondering what you used to do before you found the bunker. I mean, you always brag about how you found it first, but since it isn't yours, you had to have been out in the wild for a bit, yeah? I was. Tell me about it. Why should I? Please? No. Pretty please? I said no. Pretty please? You're not going to let up until I talk, are you? Nope. Fine. Yes, I was in the woods for a while. I fled my place of work in a panic. I had nothing but my bag and the clothes on my back, and a knife I stole from the break room on the way out. Thankfully, I knew a fair amount of survival techniques. How? Video essays. You cannot laugh. It kept me alive, didn't it? Touché. Got any cool wilderness stories? Well, I did find an injured squirrel once. Aw, that's so... I ate it. Oh. Don't look at me like that. It didn't have long to live anyways. Right. I regret asking. I think I've had enough Amber lore for one day. I mean, even though she's kind of insufferable, I do enjoy talking to Amber because she's bitchy enough that she's entertaining. Let's talk to Valentina. We haven't talked to her much. Spencer, how's it hanging? Oh, you know, the usual. Fair. At least this usual is better than the old usual. What do you mean? Before we found this place, it was just Nia and I in the woods. They're so vast, it's a miracle we didn't end up wandering in them forever. Tell me about it. I'm still kind of worried that I'd get lost. Aren't we all? One time back then, Nia and I actually did get separated. I have no idea how. Someone must have taken a wrong turn. Those trees can be really thick. But I turned around and she was gone. I didn't know if one of those mutants got her or she fell down a ditch or what. I don't think I've ever been that scared in my entire life. But you found her, right? Yeah, technically. Technically? I did find her, but there was some piece of shit holding her at knife point. He demanded she hand over all her supplies if she wanted to live. Thankfully, I was able to jump on him, and everything was okay. He fled, and Nia wasn't hurt. But it sucked. Because she was in danger. Not just that, this was the first survivor we'd found, and he turned on us. You'd think we'd help each other. We weren't the enemy. But this is what desperation does to people, it seems. Sorry, that probably isn't the kind of epic tale of heroism you wanted to hear. It's alright. You were pretty heroic in my book. I bet Nia was all, oh, my hero. Wah, wah, wah. Knock it off. She gives me a playful shove, and the conversation ends on a lighter note. Okay, so we only gotta, talk to 2 people. It's almost sunrise. Anthony left a few minutes ago. I guess I better join him. Where are you going? To take a piss. Ew. My excuse works, though, and I head outside. The bunker doesn't have any bathrooms? That sucks. Sure enough, Anthony's there waiting for me. Alright, what's this about? I thought about what you said. I've said a lot of things. About Luca, dumbass. You're right. He wasn't happy with me. I thought you said you didn't care about that. Look, Luca and I have been best friends since we were 6 years old. He's all I have left. Then I suggest you make up with him. I've never been great at apologizing. Wow, really? I would have never guessed. Fuck you. But I get it. You want my help with what to say? Yeah. Well, have you guys ever fought before? Sometimes. Mostly over small stuff, though. The last big one I can think of was years ago. What was it about? Luke used to work at this auto repair shop by our street, part-time, when he was younger. Apparently one day he heard a sound coming from the bushes outside. Bleeding heart that he is, he brought the crying thing back. Of course I was the first person he showed. A kitten. And of course he insisted we keep it. I never wanted a damn cat. I hated the things. And we were, 15? That's a significant expense for a couple of teenagers. But Luca was insistent. His dog had just passed away too, so we got into a pretty heated argument. We both said shit we didn't mean, and yeah, maybe I struck a few low blows. So, who won? He did. Really? How? Because he started to cry. That's it? I said something pretty bad about his dog. He tried to act like he wasn't by turning away, but yeah. Maybe it sounds stupid, caving just because of a few tears, but I couldn't fight after that. Instead, I stopped yelling and we talked it out. In the end, we kept her. Luca named her Tortellini, just about the dumbest name I've ever heard for a cat. Did you ever come around to her? No, of course not. But regardless, agreeing to keep a cat is one thing. This is a different situation. I can't just let Luca have his way when it comes to matters of life and death. I understand where you're coming from, and I agree that it's for the good of the entire shelter that we all stay safe. But the way you talked to him could have been better, Anthony. I think you should word things more like you did back then. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll talk to him. Thanks, Spencer. No problem. With the situation resolved, we head back inside the bunker. That was a rather long bathroom break. Oh, yeah, turns out it was actually a pretty nasty shit. Oh my god, stop. I'm going to hurl. I think that's everything for the day. I'm glad one problem seems to have resolved at last. As optimistic as this is, maybe tomorrow will be even better. Okay, so day 401. I catch Kazuki scanning the bookshelf. They're an important source of entertainment for us. Mostly because they're one of our only sources of entertainment. Hey Kaz, what you looking for? Oh, hi. I finished my book. I was looking for another one. I pluck a book off the shelf that I liked when I was younger. How about Watership Down? Oh, that's a good one. My dad read that to me when I was a kid. Oh, no, not that one. Really? I know what the book's about, and I'd rather read something that's not a reminder of the situation we're in. That's why I like it. It's a dark situation with a happy ending, even if we might not get one. I didn't think about it like that. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Thanks, Spencer. Happy to help. Well, time to do my job. Okay, so the first person leaving. Alright, I think I'm going to go out for the day. And I'm going to take Amber with me. Because I think it's going to be entertaining. Are you not going to talk to me? Do I need to? Well, no. But it could help make this walk less mind-numbing boring. If you think I'm so boring, why did you assign me to do this with you? Well... Oh. What? You okay? Yes, apologies. I stepped on something. Being a CD. Whoa. You don't see many of those nowadays. I hate this song. What? Why? They played it at my senior prom. And that's a bad thing. Why? I didn't go junior year. I wasn't exactly popular. What? Why? Pretty mean girls like you usually the stereotype for popularity. Ignoring your stupid comments, my passions were not the same as my peers. I was a bit of a nerd, I suppose. I knew I wouldn't enjoy myself at prom, so I didn't go. But senior year, someone actually asked me. I thought maybe, I don't know, someone was willing to give me a chance. I was an idiot. He stood me up. I was a laughingstock. I was only there for a little while, waiting to see if he'd show up, and they played this damn song as I stood there like a moron. Fuck. I know teenagers can be mean as hell, but still. Amber, no matter. It's long past now. And I never let anyone make a fool out of me like that again. There's nothing else here. Let's head back. She scours at the CD, tossing it back into the dirt. I don't pick it back up. Hey, Valentina, can you toss me the hairbrush? Here. Thanks. As much as I hate having to share a brush with everyone, at least we have one. Valentina finding out on the expedition was like winning the lottery. What the end of the world does to a person. Where's Nia, by the way? She went to the bathroom. Gotcha. Spencer? Hang on, Ams. I'm not done with the brush yet. What? No, that's not what I want. I'm taking the boys into the woods. Why? I found something the other day. A toolkit. I think it could come in handy, but it was stuck behind a large rock. The four of us may be able to move it, though. And you're taking Kazuki instead of Valentina? I wish to leave at least one physically capable person here in case something goes wrong. Oh, I see. That's... Hey! Ha. Ugh, fine. Val, Nia, and I can hold down the fort. Thank you. We'll be back soon. Oh, hey, Nia. Amber just left with... She doesn't answer me, instead just standing there and staring at her hands. Okay. I glance at Valentina, wondering if I said something wrong, but she looks as confused as I am. Hey, what's wrong? I heard something while I was out. I went to investigate it, and it was one of those mutants. It had impaled something on its claw. It was horrible. It flung it off, and when it was gone, I went to see them. I don't know, I thought maybe if they were still alive, I could... It was a boy. A teenage boy. If I had gotten there a little sooner, then maybe I could have... Hey, none of that. You know the situation we're in. Sometimes there's nothing we can do. But I'm supposed to... Nia's voice finally breaks as her eyes fill with tears, and she buries her face in Valentina's chest. It was horrible, Val. His eyes. He was in so much pain. He was so scared. Oh, babe. Valentina rubs her back as I press my lips together and stand awkwardly to the side. Hey, I have something for you. She sniffles as she lifts her head from her chest a little. I was saving it for a special occasion, but I think you need it now. Hey, Spencer, can you look under my mattress? Oh, sure. I find Valentina's bed, sticking my hand under the mattress and feeling something solid brush my fingers. I pull it out, both women watching me, and... book? Not just any book. Look. I bring it over to them, handing it to Nia. Her eyes widen as she reads the title aloud. Flowers for Algernon. I found it a week ago. Isn't that book, like, really damn sad? Sure enough, more tears well up in Nia's eyes. My favorite book. What? That's not what I expected from her. Your favorite? Nia rubs at her eyes and nods. I decide to take a seat on the bed next to them. I've never read it. What's it about? A man named Charlie is intellectually disabled and decided to undergo an experimental surgery to increase his intelligence. Algernon is the name of the mouse they tested the surgery on before Charlie. It's such a beautifully tragic story about intelligence, happiness, and our treatment of the disabled. Might have to give it a read then, after you're done with it. Please do. Do you remember the first time you told me this was your favorite book? You were in the hospital. Hospital? Why? Sports injury. Val. Fine. I hurt my arm doing a stupid stunt after track practice. I told the cute nurse I was trying to do a flip, and she had the ugliest snort of a laugh I'd ever heard. That's not what you told me. No, I hate your laugh, clearly. You hated it so much you gave me your number. That's beside the point. We got on the topic of books, and she told me that was her favorite. Even let me borrow her copy to read while I was there. And then you... Not again. Well, what happened? I don't hear anything outside. Something must have happened with the power. Looks like we'll have to try the generator outside. I'll get the door. We all make our way over and crack it open a little too... And we immediately close it again. There's so many of them. We can't go out in that. Can't we just wait until they're gone to fix the generator? Yeah, that's absolutely what we're... Thank you. We'll be back soon. Fuck. No, Amber and the others will be back soon. If we don't get rid of them, they're goners. Shit. But how do we do that? We need to distract them, lure them away. And who's going to do that? I can. I'm the best runner here. No, your leg hasn't fully healed yet. But, Valentina, you physically cannot run. Fine, then Spencer goes. Val, it's okay, I can... Do you want to? Well, no, but then you're not going. We'll go if Spencer wants me to. Both of them turn to me. If I go, I could die, and I'm the one with the notebook pages. But Maybe the fact I have the pages gives me the best chance of survival. Spencer, please, don't send her out there. Okay, so I'll go because I do have... I'm wondering if I can use the item that I have, which is those pop rocks. Or not the pop rocks, but the popping, they're firecrackers. And those are in my inventory, and I'm wondering if I can use those to help distract them. Okay, so I'll go. Both of them look at me in shock. Are you sure? That's hilarious, because if I would have sent Nia, she'd have been like all ticked off at me. So why are they shocked that I volunteered to go? I mean, somebody has to. Yeah, if I die though, I'm absolutely haunting you guys. Neither of them laugh. Damn tough crowd. I feel around until I get my bag and approach the door with a deep breath. But then I feel a hand on my shoulder. What? Shh, it's just me. Oh, Valentina, what is it? Thank you. And come back. I'll try. All right, Spencer, this is fine. You've just got to distract a bunch of mutants that can skewer you like a kebab. But as long as I'm quiet, everything should be... Shit. I look down at the snapped twig under my foot, and without even looking up, I dart behind the nearest tree. Oh my god, that is horrifying face. Fuck, they definitely heard me. Oh shit, okay. I need to distract them before they get here, or I'm gonna be gutted. I wonder if I could use anything in my bag. Use the poppers. The poppers. If I throw them, I can hopefully get them to go the other way. I've got a decent arm too. I reach into my bag and gather a handful of them. With all my strength, I throw them as far as I can. It worked! It worked! I could cry in relief as the monsters run off to chase the source of the noise. That should keep them busy. Avoiding any stray twigs this time, I slip back into the bunker. Spencer! Oh, thank God. Did it work? Yeah. It should hold them off long enough for the others to get back safe. Thank you so much. The power's back. I'm about to go back to bed to wait for the others to return, but something grabs me gently by the arm. Hey. She lowers her voice so only I can hear it. Thank you for what you did. I won't forget this. Despite almost dying, I can't help but give her a half smile as I nod back. You're welcome. Well, that took longer than I expected, but we have the toolkit. It's really going to help. I'm so glad we got it. Oh, Amber, there was a power outage. It seems to have come back on its own, but we might want to check that out soon. I see. I think that's enough excitement for the night. Can we go to bed now? Seconded. Everyone seems to agree, including myself. I took the boring days for granted before all this. I'd give anything for a day where nothing happens now. I'm tired. So very tired. Okay, day 402. As I'm writing in my notebook, I happen to catch a bit of the conversation. After the expeditions. Yeah, it won't take long, but since we've had a go out, I can work until after. Oh, alright. Attention everyone, I just checked and it's midnight. The floor is yours, Spencer. Okay, so... her leg's still healing. She just can't run on it. So I'm gonna send out... let's do Luca and Kaz here. And then I'll go out the next night and take somebody with me. Okay, you know I want to talk to Amber because she's just so much fun. But I haven't really talked to any of the other. Let's talk to Anthony. Hey, Anthony, I was wondering something. Yeah? Were you at college when all this started? The outbreak, you mean? Yeah, when it got to your area. No, I wasn't. I was with Luca. You were? Yeah, he was at work. Sometimes I drop by after class to loiter on days his boss wasn't there. That's when it happened. Weird screaming outside. Luca wanted to check it out, so of course I went with him. And we saw those things. They were demolishing people, flipping cars. I didn't know what was happening, but I heard about this on the news. I'd read the rumors online that it turned people into monsters. The government or news never acknowledged it, but the proof was right in front of us. I wasn't even thinking. I just grabbed Luca's arm and dragged him back into the workshop. All I knew was we couldn't stay there. We had to get out. I told him to grab any useful tools and weapons he could carry. I did the same. We fled and tried to get back to the street, but there was no way. So we went to the woods. The creature seemed drawn to people, so we hid where there weren't many. In a way, it was lucky. If I wasn't there, I don't know if Luca would have made it out of town. But what about your family? Did you ever go back to them? Anthony? This conversation's over. Oh, hey, slow down. What? I'm gonna take a nap. Bye. Wait. But he doesn't turn around as he climbs into his bed. What the hell was that about? I guess that touched a sore spot, but he didn't have to react like that. Whatever. I should just go do something else. Okay, I am going to talk to Amber again because she's so entertaining. And I kind of already had a day with, the two of them. So we'll go ahead and talk to Amber. How's my favorite shelter mate? I'm absolutely not your favorite person here. Oh, you caught me. Shucks. If you just come here to bother me, please go away. No, there's something I wanted to ask. Bean, were you always this uptight? Pardon? I just mean, you had to have been more relaxed when you were younger, right? Before everything went to hell? Not really, no. Oh, come on. Really? How? If you must know, my mother left when I was rather young. I was left with my father. He was good to me, but he was working for both of us. He did not have much spare time, so I quickly learned to take care of myself. Oh. Well, shit. Now I kind of feel like an ass. Come on, you had to have enjoyed something as a kid, yeah? What? You'll probably just make fun of me. To be fair, she'd normally be right, but I won't this time. Cross my heart. Fine. I had a doll. Really? Yes. My father gave her to me for my birthday. She was my best friend. Did you not have other friends? Okay. I won't press anymore. That's uncharacteristic of you. Yeah, because this whole thing is making me sad. Much sadder than I anticipated. Just satisfied for now. If you say so. See, she talking more to her kind of gets her to soften up a little bit. Bored, I decide to take a short nap. Surprisingly, it doesn't take long for me to doze off. Unsurprisingly, sleep does not last very long. Being honest. What are they doing? One of the downsides of living with 6 other people in a place smaller than my old apartment is that when somebody yells, everyone hears it. What's the issue? Spencer, damn it, I told them they'd wake you up if they kept this up. Anthony and Val are having another spat. Oh, for the love of... About what? I catch a glimpse of Valentina muttering something under her breath. Vite a merda. The fuck did you just say to me? Nothing, asshole. You mumbled it, speak up. Maybe I'll tell you if you take it back. I will not apologize for telling the truth. Whoa, guys, what's going on here? They're being idiots because someone's fifis got hurt. Oh, fuck you. It's not my fault she's being sensitive. For the last time, calling my girlfriend replaceable is not being sensitive. You said what? She needs to be. All I did was say she should train one of us in medical practices in case she dies and we need a replacement. A certain someone overheard and is acting like I just spat on her bloodline. Disrespecting Mia is worse than that. Val, I'm sorry. I know you hate fighting, but I can't let him speak to you that way, babe. Why am I the bad guy here for making what is objectively a smart suggestion? How are you this dense? You called her replaceable. Because we need her to be in order to have any chance of survival. If I wasn't above it, I'd right hook you for that. Val, you don't mean that. No, I don't. But his face is so punchable. I'll show you punchable. Anthony. Lucas stops him, but Anthony shoots a nasty glare Valentina's way. If this escalates anymore, we could be in serious trouble. Anthony, I think you should cool off. Me? But she's the one who wasn't about to actually throw a punch. Fuck you all. Before we can stop him, Anthony storms out of the bunker. I mean, I get what he was saying. She should actually train somebody. Like maybe Kaz would be a good person to train to have a backup. I wouldn't call her replaceable, but I would say a backup in case something happened. Or like if she was out, and wasn't available, somebody could do medical. But I should go after him. I'm coming with you. Huh? But I pull him aside a little, lowering my voice. No offense, Luca, but you're not exactly an unbiased party. Even if you could defuse the situation, it'll look better to the others if I come. All right. Any idea where you might be? No. All these trees look the same to me. I did take note of how close Luca is standing to me, as if he's worried one wrong turn will doom us. I guess I'm heading the way then. I guess I'm leading the way then. We fall into a comfortable silence. I'm in front of Luca, I'm in front, Luca trailing behind me. I tense for a moment, but there's no snapping. So I peer behind a tree and I let out a sigh of relief. Luca, What? Where is he? When did he stop following me? Who's there? Show yourself. Hey, it's just me. Oh, Spencer. Anthony drops the rock he was holding. What are you doing out here? Looking for you, obviously. Oh. I'm not here to lecture you, but what was that back there? What I said wasn't wrong. Look, I think your head is in the right place, but the way you go about it needs to change. It's not fair. Pardon? All of this. It isn't fair. I never asked for things to change, but they have. And what I've done so far has kept Luca and I alive. I can't regret that. But it's just not you and Luca anymore. You're living with 5 other people now. And it's not going to last if you keep fighting with everyone. I just wish this never happened. I know everyone does, but still, my whole life was uprooted. My school, my home, my family. Luca's the only part of that life I have left. I didn't really have any other friends. I guess I don't really know how to handle other people like he does. Look, I get it. This sucks. We've all had to adjust to this new life. But this is the safest we've been in a while. That's why we all stay at the shelter, right? Do you really want to risk all that? No, I don't. I'll try working harder to watch what I say. Besides, Luca would never forgive me if I fucked this up for us. Where is Luca, by the way? Shit. I was hoping he wouldn't ask. I can't tell him the truth, can I? He'll blame me if something happened to him or worse. But if he is in trouble and I don't come clean... Okay, we're going to say we split up to look for you. Well, we split up to look for you. Really? Yeah. The longer we're out here, the more dangerous it is, so we'd cover more ground apart. And how would either of you know when you found me? We'd meet up by the shelter in an hour. How would you know an hour has passed? Using the sky? That's how we always keep track of the time. Maybe I should have said I don't know. I don't know. I felt like I don't know was the worst one. I don't know. I don't know which one was the bad answer. Luca would never want to be out here alone. Tell me the truth now. Shit. I can't complain now. I have to lie in the bed I made. I am. Something must have happened to him. Okay, so I was supposed to say I don't know? I guess I did lie. That makes more sense. I wasn't meaning to. He doesn't even say a word before he's going back to the woods. I follow. Where was the last place you saw him? This way. Anthony, Spencer. Ah, fuck. Luca, thank God. What happened? I fell down one of the smaller ravines. I'm so sorry, Spencer. He's just a little scratched up, but otherwise unharmed. Why would you apologize? I'm sure they were worried with how I suddenly disappeared. Damn it. I didn't mean to lie. I didn't realize what I thought he was going to say, I don't know what happened to him. He was not. You're full of shit. Huh? They told me you guys split up. Technically we did. It was unintentional. Bullshit. If Luca was hurt and you lied to me about it, he'd be... Tony, please. I don't want to fight. Everyone is safe. Let's just go back. Fine. He backs down, but the look he gives me is clear. He can't prove I was intentionally lying, but he does not forgive me. Okay. I got confused with the answers. I thought I don't know was the bad choice, but... Oh, you're back. Yeah. I shouldn't have said what I did. I'm sorry. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to her. I've been like, excuse me, her has a name, but... I'm sorry, Nia. Thanks. I know you meant well, but I know it was wrong. Don't make me say it again, please. Well, it's not the best apology, but it's a start. Nia gives a soft laugh, and as Valentina says, it's a start. Okay, day 403. I did not mean to lie to him. I feel so bad. There you are. Good morning to you too, Amber. Knock it off. I have a request. Your wish is my command, O ruler of the bunker. Stop. I just need you and Luca to check on the generator. After the last incident, I want to make sure it's in good shape. Luca, I get, but what can I do with the generator? It's safer to have 2 people go. Why can't you do it? Anthony and I need to fix one of the bed frames. It's been squeaking. Okay, but why me specifically then? Because you're the most likely to make sure it actually gets done. Was that a compliment? No. It was totally a compliment. A few minutes later, Luca comes back from what I can assume was the bathroom. Oh, Spencer, Amber said, she already told me. You ready? Yeah, let's go. I mean, it's a good thing to have a mechanic with you. I'm sure to keep my voice down and my eyes alert as Luca works on the generator. It's a good thing you were a mechanic before all this went down, huh? Yeah, I'm really glad I'm able to help. Did you always want to be a mechanic? Not specifically. When I was younger, my parents' car broke down a fair amount. We had enough money to get by, but we couldn't afford to constantly get it repaired or to get a new one. One time I decided to try and fix it following some information I read online and in books. And it actually worked. You should have seen the look on my parents' face. They were so proud. Soon enough, I started fixing up things for our neighbors and peoples on our street. Tony and I lived around a lot of other immigrants, too. I only charged about half what most people would. It was mutually beneficial. Seeing how people would light up when I was able to fix their stuff, that's how I knew this is what I wanted to do. People on our street called me El Piccolo Tutafare. I probably mispronounced that. I really miss it. That sounds lovely, Luca. Thanks. And hey, at least now I can help you guys. Yeah, you can. He continues to work for a bit, and I'm sure to keep my eye on the woods. One of the worst parts of all this is paranoia. Every twitch, every brush of leaves makes you want to break into a sprint. And just when I think it's going to be okay, I have to think fast. We can't run. It's right between us and the shelter. Hide. Where can we hide? The notebook. The notebook said we can hide if it's lower than standing height. And there's a generator right here. In an instant, I'm grabbing Luca by the arm before he can run. I press my hand over his mouth, muffling his started cry as I shove him into the grass behind it. I hold him down and he stops fighting after a moment. And we wait. And wait. And wait. I can hear the snaps on the other side of the metal. The creature's shadow reaches over the generator. But it passes. I wait perhaps a little longer than necessary before getting off of Luca. Shit, that was close. Luca, you okay? You don't look okay. Luca's hand is tightly gripping his chest. His breathing is quick and shallow as his back is pressed against a tree. He's shaking slightly and sweat is beading on his forehead. Oh no. One of these. I know exactly what he's experiencing right now. But I don't know if Luca would appreciate me getting involved in his business. I should let it pass or comfort him. Let's try to comfort him. I have to at least try and see if he wants my help. I shift myself so I'm kneeling in front of him, hands on my knees. Hey, Luca, breathe. I can't. Just try for me. In and out. There's a breathless noise as his chest heaved. He's got a vice grip on the front of his shirt. It's okay. It's gone. Here, just watch my hand. I slowly bring my hand close to my chest and with a long inhale, then away as I slowly breathe out. I repeat that a few times, and it seems to help. I notice his breathing mirroring my actions. There you go. Good job. Luca breathes for a few minutes as he gradually calms down. There's silence between us, just the sounds of the forest, but thankfully, no snapping. You okay? His arms wrap tightly around me, and suddenly I'm the one having trouble breathing. But I can't bring myself to push him away either. He buries his face in my shoulder, and after a moment I catch a trembling little whisper. I don't want to die, Spencer. My chest tightens more than I expected as I lightly rest my hand on his back. I know, Luca. I know. Took you long enough. Any issues? I glance over at Luca, who swallows and shakes his head. Nothing we couldn't handle. Good. A couple hours pass and it's time to go out. Okay, so I'm going to go out. And let's take... Oh, I kind of want to make up for lying to him by accident. Cold night. Are you literally wearing a jacket? I think you'd be one of the warmest out of anyone here. Have you seen my body? I'm basically skin and bones. I'm not particularly interested in that, no. Your loss. We walk for a bit until all of a sudden... I look down and see what I stepped on. A playbill. It's for cats. No way. I hate that show. Yeah, Wait, what? What? Repeat that. What you just said. No, nothing. Never mind. Oh, no, you don't. You're not getting out of this. You've seen Cats? Obviously, any fan of musical theater needs to. Oh my god, those are words I never thought I'd hear from you. And this is exactly why. I knew you'd make fun of... What's your favorite one? Excuse me? Your favorite musical, obviously. What is it? In the Heights. I don't think it's as mandatory as other shows in terms of its influence on the genre, but yeah. Hang on. If you think it's essential viewing, why do you hate Cats? Don't get me wrong. It has an incredibly influential... It was an incredibly influential spectacle. I just couldn't stand the overly simple plot. Plus, it was the last show I saw before everything went to shit at another university. The guy who played... oh my goodness. I know how to pronounce that because I have seen it, but... Mestofels was a total weirdo. Ha! Could he at least sing? That isn't exactly much of a singing role. Being able to dance is way more important. The guy who did sing the number was pretty good, though. I know the end is rather hard to belt. Wait, you sing? Not in public. Aw, please, I won't tell anyone. Nope, not happening. I bet you'd sing if Luca asked you to. You can't prove that. I don't need to, but mark my words, Anthony, I'll hear you sing one day. Good luck with that. Come on, angel of music, let's get back. Ah, okay. I'd assumed the rest of the night would be uneventful, and I was half right. We all went to bed, and I expected it to pass like every other sleep, but... Spencer, wake up. 5 more minutes. Groaning softly in complaint, I crack open my eyes. What, Nia? What is it? It's later. The fuck are you talking about? You said maybe you'd talk later, and it's later. Spencer, do you need me to take a look at you? Oh, I did say that, didn't I? Do I really want to talk about this, though? What if she tells the others? She's not going to drop it. I have to just... We'll agree to talk. Okay, let's talk. I get out of bed, and we move to sit in the far corner of the shelter away from the others. I've noticed you seem to have somewhat frequent nightmares. Yeah, something like that. It's to be expected given the situation. I'm sure we all do to some extent, but you and Kazuki seem to have them the most. Kazuki has nightmares? You haven't noticed? I shake my head. I guess it's... I skip past that. I shake my head. I guess it's hard to when I'm having so many myself. I have a theory that's because you two are on your own. What do you mean? Well, I have Val and Luke and Anthony have each other. You two didn't come here with anyone you knew. Huh. I never thought of it like that. Hold on. Amber didn't come with anyone either? True, but it's Amber. I don't know if anything can bother her aside from a disorganized shelf. My eyes widened momentarily at their mark before I snorted. Wow, didn't expect that kind of comment from you. It's just my observation. Huh? Maybe I've underestimated Nia. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that if you ever need to talk about these things, I'm here for you. I know we haven't known each other long, but I hope we can be friends. Friends. I hate the way my chest warms at that word. Okay, thanks, Nia. You're very welcome, Spencer. We both get back into our beds, and I feel more relaxed than I have in weeks. Best of all, no nightmares come for me that night. Okay, day 404. Spencer. Don't sneak up on me like that. Since when could she move so silently? We live in a tiny shelter. Any movement can be considered sneaking up on someone. Just, what do you want? I'm requesting to go on the expedition today. Why? I would like to search a particular area. For supplies, obviously. Fine, but I'm going with you. Very well. I'm fairly certain she's hiding something. I'm not sure if it's serious, but whatever it is, I want to find out. Alright guys, Amber and I are going out today. Oh, alright. We'll see you later. Be safe. What's funny is I haven't really got to search much since then. Since the beginning of the game, so I wonder how we're gonna, get more stuff. She takes me to a secluded spot, one I don't think I've seen before. But her lead is as confident as ever. Stand there and keep watch. Can I look around too? Fine. Just don't go far. Finally. I look around the log and don't seem to find anything until... My foot catches on something. I look down and... A gun. A pistol to be exact. I bend down to examine it, checking the chamber. There's one bullet. This is the most powerful thing we've found. If anyone finds out I'm keeping it hidden, they'll never trust me again. Concealing notebook pages is one thing, a loaded gun is another. But something like this could shift the power balance of the entire shelter. I was going to say, with one bullet too, you always make sure you save one for yourself when you get swamped. No, wait, more pages from the notebook. With Amber nearby, I don't have time to read them right now. I quickly stuffed them into my bag. Spencer, where are you? Shit, Amber. What am I going to do about the gun? The only option is to hide it, or I'm going to be honest and tell her. I can't hide something like this. I just have to trust her. There you are. Did you find anything? Yeah, look. I carefully hold the gun out for Amber, my fingers well away from the trigger. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Is it loaded? One bullet. We should bring it back. Are you sure? I know it could be dangerous, but it could save our lives in an emergency. I believe it'd be worth the risk. Okay. Thank you for telling me about it. Yeah, no problem. I just hope it was the right decision. I mean, I do too, but... We start to head back to the bunker, and the silence seems more awkward than usual. I decide to take a gamble and break it. Hey, what was your life like before all this? That's rather sudden and blunt. I was just wondering. All you said was you used to do financial analysis. Does it really matter? The world has ended. Our lives are gone. I think it matters. I found that people's past experiences shape their actions in the present. I never thought of it that way. Yeah, the more I understand who you are, the better I can understand who you are. And why would you want to do that? What do you mean? You aren't dense. I've been less than warm to you and the others. At least she's self-aware about it. That doesn't mean we hate you. At least I don't. Yeah, you're bossy, stern, and stubborn. I'm regretting this already. Hey, let me finish. Because you're also really driven and one of the more competent people in that bunker, at least in my opinion. So why don't you at least talk to us? Who knows? You might even make some friends. I have not had any friends for a very long time. Pfft, really? This was a mistake. I should not have told... No, I'm sorry. I won't laugh again. Hey, I've never had roommates before either. I guess we're both learning something new. If you don't want to talk to everyone at once, you can start with me. There are things I would rather forget, but if what you say is true, then perhaps one day... But if you tell anyone about this conversation, I'll evict you from the shelter. Don't worry, I'm really good at keeping secrets. There's one thing, I think. That sounds different. Amber and I go completely still as the screaming sounds echo through the trees. That's coming from... Move, now. Amber grabs my arm with more strength than I thought she had as we sprint through the woods. My ears ring from the sound of the screams and metal clanging in the distance. But even worse is when it stops. I'm nauseous as we break through the trees to finally see the shelter. No. And my worst fear is realized. Oh, God. But everybody's here, so who got killed? There's blood everywhere. We're too late. The place is in shambles. Blood paints the ground and walls. This has never happened before. The shelter is safe. It's supposed to be safe. The only consolation is everyone seems to be alive, for now. What happened here? One of those things got in. How? They've never gotten through the door before. I think the door hinges were coming loose from use. Fuck, and none of us noticed until it was too late. It's my fault. It's all my fault. If I had known the door was loose, I could have fixed it before. Calm down. You couldn't have known. Oh God, it's everywhere. Kazuki's face is pale as a sheet. Then again, so is everyone's. They're all bleeding. I can't even tell where their wounds are or whose blood is on their bodies. How did you manage to drive it off? Val and Anthony, they used things from Luca's toolkit. I blew out a breath of relief, all things considered. We were lucky not to come back to 5 corpses. Luca, fix the door immediately. He's injured. Let me bandage him first. All of you are, and none of your wounds look fatal. If another thing gets in, there won't be a living man to bandage. But I'll do it. Anthony grits his teeth, but knowing he doesn't have a valid argument here. Fine. I'll get the med kit. Nia gets to work bandaging the injured as Luca repairs the door. No one has anything to say. I shouldn't either. I really shouldn't. But a close encounter with a mutant? This bunker is tiny. and everyone was injured. I don't want to do this, but I have no choice. If one of us is a danger to the others, for the sake of everyone else, I have to speak up. 8, guys. All eyes turned to me, tired and fearful. I think we need to check for infection. Huh? Infection? Spencer, why? We don't even know how the virus spreads. I've been keeping notes. I think I have a good idea how it works. Oh, we gotta look at this journal page real quick. Okay, so 820, Dr. Victor Kahn. Forgive the more personal entry into a scientific journal, but I'm worried about my fellow researcher, Dr. Gordon. Henry has been ill as of late, and while it is not uncommon for him to overwork himself, he has surpassed typical signs of fatigue. I've transcribed our conversation below. I am unsure of what to make of them. VK, Henry, are you all right? HG, of course, why wouldn't I be? You seemed exhausted the past few days. Oh, please, we're scientists. Most of us spend late nights in the lab. But you seem dizzy from just walking to the coffee maker. I don't know if you know this, but that is, in fact, just a sign of needing more sleep. Yes, but I said I'm fine, Victor. All right, good day, Henry. 9/9/20. Are you coming over tonight? For what? For my daughter's birthday. Remember? It would mean the world to her if you came. Can't. What? Why not? I have to finish gathering data on Edward. But it's her birthday, you promised. This is more important than some birthday. He proceeded to slam his hands on the lab bench, shattering the beaker he was holding. Henry, your hand. What? It's bleeding severely. We need to call someone immediately. Oh, so it is. I truly do not understand his behavior. Henry is normally a far more even-tempered man. But ever since that night he spent in the lab on September 7th, he's been different. Unless... No, I refuse to believe he would do something so reckless. He injected the mouse, that is all. Maybe he got bit by the mouse. Okay, so obviously the signs of it are being like dizzy, fatigue, and burst of anger, which is going to be hard to tell with this guy here. So I've been keeping notes. I think I have a good idea of how it works. What does everyone else think? I suppose it does come down to them. If they're going to listen to me, they'd be putting their lives in my hands. I trust them. I vote yes. Spencer isn't selfish. My answer is yes. They're a liar. I don't trust liars. Spencer's a good person. I think they want what's best for us. I say let them try. Okay. That's a majority. Okay. It would have been unanimous, but I picked the wrong one here. With Anthony. If I read those notebook pages, I can try to identify the symptoms. Then I can interrogate the others. I'll ask questions in order to gauge their reactions. I'm going to talk to you each individually. After that, I'll determine if someone is infected. And if they are, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't need to talk to Amber. She was with me. But I should start with... Oh my god, I don't know. Let's start with Luca. Oh, hey. Are you okay? How are your injuries? How could you guys let this happen? Do you think anyone's infected? So let's ask how his injuries are. They don't really hurt at all, honestly. Nia's really good at bandaging us up. Anthony used to joke I had a super low pain tolerance, but I think it's gotten better ever since all this. Depressing as that is. Ooh, okay. Let's see, are you okay? Yeah. I'm alive thanks to Valentoni. It could have been so much worse, so I'm happy. I am pretty tired, though. I think it's the panic wearing off. I think he's going to end up being infected. Okay, so how could you guys let this happen? I know, it's my fault. I should have known the door was coming loose. I'm a mechanic. Sorry. I didn't mean to complain. Let's move on, please. Okay, so I don't think he is, because I think he would have gotten really angry. Okay, so do you think anyone's affected? No, I don't. How are you so sure? Because we can't be. Okay, let's do Anthony. What do you want? Okay, are you okay? No. How could I be? I'm exhausted. Fighting off one of these things takes a lot out of you. You and Val save the others, though. Yeah, maybe. Okay, how are your injuries? Not great, honestly. Val and I took the hardest hits. But Nia got us patched up. My side's still really sore, though. Hurts like a bitch. Okay, so he feels pain. Now, Luca didn't, but he didn't get angry or anything like that. Okay, how could you guys let this happen? Excuse me? This wasn't our fault. If you even think about saying that to Luca, I swear to God. Whoa. Okay, got it. Good. I mean, he's just his normal self. Do you think anyone is infected? I don't know. I really don't. Don't ask me that, please. Okay? Okay, let's do Kazuki. Yes? Okay, are you okay? Yeah, I don't think I'm hurt. Valentina and Anthony were really brave. I don't know what would have happened without them. Okay, how are your injuries? Not painful, especially compared to the last time. Maybe I'm finally getting thicker skin. Okay, that could be a sign. How could you guys let this happen? Huh? Hey, that's not our fault. If anything, Amber should have kept the shelter in better shape. She's the one who always pushes us around and says it's hers. Okay, that could be a burst. That could be an anger burst. I don't know. There's so much blood. It all happened so fast. My head hurts, and I just want to go to sleep and forget this ever happened. Okay, let's talk to Nia. Are you okay? No, none of this is okay. I hate this. I hate being so afraid all the time. I thought the shelter was safe, but now I'm so tired, Spencer. Okay, so how are your injuries? I was the least injured out of all of us, so I'm okay physically. Val made sure of that. Okay, how could you guys let this happen? Don't even try that with me. We're all suffering right now. Why would you make it worse? Right, sorry. Okay, so she didn't get angry about it. Okay, do you think anyone is infected? I don't know how this virus works. It's so confusing. Being medically trained, but having no idea how to identify a sickness. I'm not used to feeling this useless. I'm sorry. This whole thing has left me shaken. Let's just move on. Okay. Now, see, she's like Anthony. She gets real angry, too, so it's going to be real difficult to tell. What's up? Okay, how are you? Or are you okay? Fuck no, that was too close. I just saw red when I was attacking that thing. I never felt that way before. Facing life or death that close must do that to a person. Okay, I mean, that could be something. So how are your injuries? Not as painful as they look. I've been getting scraped up long before the world went to shit. It hardly bothers me anymore. That's gonna be hard to tell. How could you guys let this happen? Oh, fuck you. You think this is our fault? I did not just put my neck on the line for you to waltz back in here and blame us. Okay, sorry. Do you think anyone's affected? No. We've been in many scrapes before. I can't imagine now of all times. Our luck can't have run out. Well, that's everyone. There's no turning back now. I have to make a decision. Everyone, I've come to my conclusion. And what do you propose to do about it? If one of us really is infected, they'll have to go. Hang on. We're going to doom someone because Spencer thinks they might be infected? I was worried this might happen. I guess I don't have a choice anymore. Because I found these. I pull out the notebook pages and show them to the others. I let them read them. I don't know. How can we be sure you didn't write these? Why would I do that? I don't know. But if we're going to get rid of someone based on this, I'd like more proof. It's real. How do you know? Amber walks over to one of the shelves, pulling something out of her manila folder. Because I have a page too. Sure enough, the handwriting matches the ones I have, so it says 913. By some miracle, I've managed to escape the lab with my life. For the time being, this notebook will no longer chronicle my studies, but log my experiences in case something happens to me. And another wayward soul managed to discover these pages. I've determined the mutation is caused by some sort of virus, and that the rate of which it progresses fluctuates based on the emotional distress of the infected. That is why some turn far quicker than Dr. Gordon. Henry, why? I think this is proof enough Spencer didn't forge these. No more arguments. We're in agreement. I went to ask Amber about her page, but it's not the time. They all look at me. A collective breath is held. I don't know. Well, we know it's not Amber. I'm positive it's not Luca. I'm positive it's not Nia. I don't think it's Anthony because he reacted the same as what he normally does. I think it's Kaz. I don't think it's Valentina. I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards her as well because I think she mentioned something about like feeling, her head was feeling weird or something like that, or like she just saw red. But that doesn't mean anything. I think it was Kaz because he said he had injuries and they didn't feel like they did before. He must be developing then thicker skin. So I think it's I don't know, it could be no one. Oh, fuck. What? You can't be serious. All eyes turn to Kazuki, the only one who doesn't seem to have a reaction. He looks down at his hands. They're trembling. He looks back up. Are you sure? I'm so sorry, Kaz. Nia, we're friends, right? Kazuki suddenly clutching his sleeve in a vice grip. You won't let them do this to me, will you? Realizing she was not going to answer, he turned to Luca, come on. You're nice, aren't you? You won't let them kill me, right? I'm sorry, right? Please let go. Get off him. No, wait. Anthony and Valentina pry Kazuki off of him. He thrashes for a few moments before suddenly the fight leaves him. But I don't feel sick. Just tired. His voice is so small it makes him sound far younger. What's going to happen to me now? We have to send you out. It's the safest option for everyone involved. But maybe I could lock him out, give him the gun. I mean, do I want to give him... Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know. This game is giving me choices that are very difficult. And it does have one bullet, dude. If you get surrounded, you can use it. I'm not just going to lock him out. I'm going to give him the gun. I look at Amber. She seems to understand what I'm suggesting, and she nods. I gesture to Amber, who pulls out the gun. Ah, a gun? Take it. Okay. He takes the weapon, putting it in his bag as he shakily makes his way to the door. Bye, guys. His final words to us were so simple. Oh my god, I hope I was right, because I feel bad, because I like Kaz. The door squeals open as he stumbles out of it. Anthony is the one to close it behind him. He doesn't say anything, but he doesn't need to. It's done. Nia breaks into a sob. Valentina curses under her breath. Luca buries his face in his hands. Amber isn't even facing us. And the only comfort I get is knowing I did all I could. There's nothing left to do now. All we can do is keep living. I've been trying so hard to convince myself I only care if I stay alive, but I'm going to keep looking for those pages. I'm going to see if maybe there's a way to stop this. Maybe I can stop something like this from happening again. And as I move over, I happen to catch a glimpse of something sticking out of the drawer by Kazuki's bed. Numbly, I reach for it. It's a piece of paper. And with shaking hands, I gently unfold it. Oh, God, don't. Oh, he drew pictures of us. Oh, that makes me sad. Okay, got ending 6. Ending 6 resolve. Oh, so we got an ending. That was me pestering Amber. I love that. All right, everyone, that was Epimutation. I hope you all enjoyed it. I was looking here at the achievements, and there's actually quite a few endings. We have 5 more that we could get. Public Enemy, I'm assuming, Make Everybody Hate You, and World's Worst Detective, you probably picked the wrong person who has been infected. But yeah, so let me know in the comments down below what you thought about Epimutation. It's definitely a very interesting game. I would have liked to have seen it a little bit longer. Granted, it was free on Steam. I'll have to look into the devs and see if maybe they're going to make a little bit of a longer version of this, or, maybe some of the other games that they might have created. And this, I definitely enjoyed this. And like I said, let me know what you thought about it. If you want to maybe see me try for more endings, let me know as well, because I am more than willing to do that. It was definitely a lot of fun. So please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.